Good morning, everyone. Today we have a quick morning yoga session. So start by rolling out your mats and sitting down cross-legged and take a couple deep breaths in and out. Then we will continue with a yoga flow exercise. So breathe in and out. Take another breath and look up. As you breathe out, hop back or walk back, then bend down. Then we have an upward facing dog and a downward dog. And then stay here for a few breaths. Slowly bending your heels and look up and walk back, breathe in and out. So this is our namaskar or sun salutations. So we're going to repeat the same salutation a couple more times. Just remember to breathe slowly. Then look up. And this time you can jump back. And one last time. With each breath, try and feel a deeper stretch. Move along with your breath. And when you hop back up, try and put the weight onto your arms. Breathe in and out. So now we're going to move on to our triangle pose or Trikonasana. So tuck your lower back in, then reach out your right arm and slowly lower it down onto your right leg. Make sure your right side of your body stays straight and you don't overbend it. And breathe in and out. And feel free to put your left arm down onto your quad. And just take a couple of deep breaths here. And when you're ready, move back up, then move to your other side. Then again, tuck your hips in, your lower back in, and slowly bring your left arm down onto your left leg. And if you're feeling flexible today, feel free to put your left arm down on the floor, but make sure you don't bend your left side of the body too much. That both sides have to stay equally long to one another. And look down and come back up. And now we're going to move on to our tree pose or Rakshasana. So bend your right leg and put it onto your left. Then stretch out your arms and either stay here, or if you want something a bit more challenging, then bring your left arm down and your left leg up. And look up if you can. This is a difficult pose, so don't worry if you don't get your balance right straight away. So now come back up, bring your knee up, breathe in and let's move on to our other side and repeat it. So turn around and slowly release your leg. And just stay here for a couple of breaths. Look up if you can. Try and look at your fingertips. Then slowly bring everything back with control and breathe out. So now if you have a yoga block, this would be helpful, but don't worry if not, you can do it without. So now we're going to do a reverse triangle pose. So bring your feet closer together than in your regular triangle. Then move your arm down behind your right leg. Then bring your left arm up and look up if you can. Try it and keep your back straight as much as possible. Feel free to bring your arm down to your leg. Then look back up, and let's switch to our other side. Make sure to tuck your hips in, your lower back in. Then with control, move down. Keep your back straight. And try and look at your fingertips, or just look up as much as you can. Then feel free to bring your upper arm down. And breathe in. And with control, come back up slowly and breathe out. Now put your yoga block away and let's go down onto our mat and do some stretching. So let's start with our right leg. Reach out with your left arm to the side of your right leg. Then with your right arm, you're going to stretch our right side and then slowly bring your head down, but make sure your right side stays straight and you don't overbend it. This is a very good stretch, not only for your legs but for your back as well. So we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. First of all, straighten your side, your left side, and then bring your body down as you breathe out. Then come back up. And then reach out to your toes. And then we're going to bend straight ahead. But try and bend down not with your forehead or your head, but more with your chest. And feel free at the end to bring your arms down as well. And with control, come back up and release. Let's continue our stretches. So take your right leg and bend it over the left. Then slowly look forward and with your breath release, slowly go down, but make sure you don't bend your back. And feel free to use your right arm to bring your knee down of your right leg. Then release, and let's move on to our other side. Breathe in and slowly breathe out. And try and keep your knee down as much as you can. And try and go down with your chest and not with your head. And let's continue with our back stretches. So take your left leg and bring it over to the other side. Try and keep your shoulder down, your left shoulder down, so it touches the floor as much as possible. Then put your right hand on your knee and try and bring it down to the floor as much as you can. And breathe in and out. And with each breath, try to stretch a little bit further. And release, and let's switch to our other side. Breathe in and out. Try and keep your back straight and your hips tucked in so you don't overbend your lower back. Look to the other side and breathe in and out. Now release, and let's move on to our upside down poses. And feel free to skip these if you're on your period, but if not, bring your legs down to your hands. If you can't reach it, don't worry, just take a few seconds to breathe in and out upside down, and then eventually they will drop into your hands. Sure to keep your breath steady. Then release your hands, bring your arms back, put them under your back and bring your legs up. Stay here for a few moments and then we're going to move on to our Viparita Karanya pose. So move your hands to the sides and slowly bring your pelvis down. Straighten your legs and tense the heels. Take a few breaths here and then bring your feet back down. Hold on to them with your hands, and as you breathe in, we're going to go up. Try and stay up, then as you breathe out, you move back down and up and down. So just follow your breath here. Try and keep your legs straight as much as possible, but if not, feel free to bend your knees. So bring your feet together now. Try to keep them straight. Keep looking up. Then breathe out and take everything down. So now cross your legs, and as you breathe out, gently just fold over your knees. Bring your palms up. Just take a few moments here to think about your day. Take a few breaths, and with each breath try and move a little bit lower. Then as you breathe in, come back up and switch your legs. Move your glutes so they don't get in the way. Then breathe in and bring your arms down as you breathe out. Palms up. This is our final pose for today, before we do Savasana. So when you're ready, come back up, and then lay down on the floor for a final Savasana pose. Now take a few moments here just to relax. Breathe in and out. This is a form of meditation. We're going to direct our attention to each part of our body. So with every breath, move your attention from feet and all the way back up to your head and then down to your fingertips. And just take a few minutes here. Think about how your body is feeling after this workout. If you get distracted, just bring your attention back to your body. So feel free to stay here as much as you need. And this is the end of our class. So thank you everyone for turning up today, and I hope to see you next time.